Hi everyone and welcome to Tarot Cafe and all things woo-woo. Feel free to like, subscribe and share. I appreciate all your support, so thank you for that. Today we're going to be doing a general reading for all you Aquarians out there for the month of February 2017. I've already shuffled the deck and pulled the first 3-card spread that I'm going to do for you, and then I'll do a 5-card spread. And I like to pull an advice card at the end from my shamanic healing oracle deck. So we'll do that at the end. So let's get started. Basically, I pulled these 3 cards for context, focus, outcome for the month of February for you Aquarians. And then the cloud cover card I pulled was the 6 of Cups. So let's get right into it. So the Ace of Swords in terms of context, I think this is going to be a month of decisions. There could be a really big decision coming up that you need to take. It's this card sort of represents the say yes quickly and no slowly. So I'm not quite sure what is going on in your lives. Again, this is a general reading, so this may not apply to all of you, but it could apply to work, it could apply to a relationship, it could apply to any number of things really, but it's a very big decision, and whatever it is, it's going to define the next part of your life. It's that big of a decision. Or that big of an event that's going to take place. So I think, so I think it's going to be a pretty big month. I think you've sort of got victory coming. You can see from the reef and the crown, there's victory at the end of it, for sure. Just as I said, say yes quickly and no slowly. And just know that this will define the next part of your life. And sometimes, you know, the sword also could be representational of cutting something off before you move forward. And I don't know, again, what that could be, but it could be a number of things. It could be a person, it could be a job, it could be a way of life. So it's... I think, you know, you should be open for opportunities. Be open to new opportunities, new people, new career, new place of work, new place to live. Just be open. See what those opportunities are and how this could relate to your life. And as I said, say yes quickly and no slowly. And then we move into the Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles here. And this is sort of the focus, the energy, the focus for February for you Aquarians. And the Knight of Pentacles is a sort of slow-moving energy. So I don't know that, you know, you're going to be getting things done very quickly, but it's gentle and it's reliable. And it works hard, and I think you just need to be very methodical in whatever it is that you're doing, whatever this decision is, which is obviously a very big decision, and it will have an impact on the rest of your life. I think you need to be really methodical about it, and not let the stress get to you. I'm not quite sure what could be stressing you out so much, but any kind of a big decision like this is going to impact your life, could cause some stress and anxiety. So I think this card is saying be methodical, slow down, go at your pace. Don't go at anybody else's pace. Go at your pace and stay good and grounded with your feet on the ground. Because this energy here may have a tendency to kind of swirl you around and get you ungrounded. So stay grounded, and I think you'll be all right. It's you know, it's gentle and it's reliable, and it's slow moving. I think that's the context for you for the month of February. And then we have the outcome, which is the Ten of Swords. Now, some people don't like this card, but I like this card because it's indicative of the worst being over. You know, it's the dark before the dawn, and you know, all these swords in your back are all the things that have happened to you, that have been done to you, but what's done is done. It's, you know, the worst is over. I mean, there's spilled blood, but there won't be any more blood, if you will. It's nothing else can happen to you. There is a better future. I mean, look at the beautiful yellow light in the horizon. You know, there are infinite possibilities, and the mountains in the background are your goals that you can reach. And it could indicate that there was some sort of betrayal of some kind, something that happened behind your back. But I think it's important to see what is happening, to see what's happened, recognize what happened to you, and move on. And to know that the worst is over, and that nothing else can happen to you. For me, this card is also the pick yourself up, dust yourself off card, release and renewal. It's time to let go of the past. It's time to forgive people who have been maybe not so nice to us, and it's really time to move on. There are probably many lessons that have come with this card for you, and some very good lessons for sure. But it's time to move on. If you, and I mean, this could be related to a work environment, this could be related to a relationship, a marriage, it could be related to a friendship, it could be related to many things, many different things. So whatever resonates with you, Aquarius, in this reading is that's what it's related to. If you choose not to move on, this card indicates that there will be more pain, because you can't just lie there forever. You have to pick yourself up and move on. But if you do just lie there, if you just stay in the same situation and your predicament, it won't get better. So it is about moving on, and looking forward at all sorts of possibilities that are ahead of you. In terms of health, I'm not getting much, but I am picking up that any of you that are having, there could be a few of you that are having operations in February, and then you'll go through recovery, and it might be painful and all of that, but you will recover and you will be fine. Could also indicate, in terms of health, it could indicate some headaches, bad flu, and I know there's been a lot of that going around because I'm just myself getting better from strep throat. But yeah, it could be flu, something to do with the lungs or the throat. So just watch out for that. Make sure to go to your doctor if you're not feeling well. And in terms of career, this could indicate somebody getting fired, or it could indicate that you're just feeling like you're taking a back seat to everybody. So I think again, if it is about career, then I think you need to take the lessons you've learned from your current situation and move on. I think if you stay, it's just going to be more pain, more of that feeling like you're taking a back seat to everybody. And So I think, you know, that would be good to move on. So this is just a general energy for February 2017 for you Aquarians. I think that's it's looking pretty good. And in terms of the cloud cover card, what I had pulled earlier was the Six of Cups. Excuse me. So the Six of Cups is really great because I like the fact that this card is the cloud card for all of this, because there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of energy moving, and yet although it seems like you're going to be quite grounded and stable, it's nice to have this six card sort of overlooking all of this energy, because it's a very grounded, it's a very balanced card energetically. This is all about family and friends, soul connection, and I mean, it's just generally, you know, it's a great card. All the cups are up, so it's very sweet. And your feet are definitely on the ground here. And it can also represent new opportunities in terms of career. So I think that kind of goes well with this card. Although you may have to leave a situation, you know, this is indicative of new opportunities on the horizon. So that's really great. The yellow color also is sort of new births, adoptions, sorry, new beginnings rooted in the past. There's always a sort of a sense of nostalgia with this card. Things from the past, memories, might be, I don't know, maybe somebody's coming up from the past. Could even be a soul connection with someone that could be coming back into your life. Yeah, in terms of relationships, you know, I think this card sort of indicates to take pleasure in the small things. You know, everyday pleasures. Really enjoy, you know, he's smelling the flowers here. Really enjoy the small things in life. Sometimes we're just too busy and it's too hectic, and we get, you know, just too involved in all the details and the stress that we don't stop to smell the flowers. So I think it's a good opportunity for you to, you know, the energy saying, yeah, make sure to do that this month of February. Make sure to stop and smell the flowers and appreciate. It could be anything from just a moment in the kitchen cooking with your husband or your partner, or reading a book with your child at night, or walking your dog. You know, just the small moments that actually mean so much, and that sometimes we take for granted. And I think this will bring you peace during the month of February, where there's maybe a bit of upheaval and decisions to be made. Yeah, so I think this is a really great card for the month of February. I think everything's looking really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card from my shamanic healing deck. This will be basically, this is your advice card for the month of February. So let me just focus on the energies here. Advice for Aquarians for the month of February 2017. Advice card for Aquarians in the month of February 2017. So this is the one that wanted to come out. I'll move this deck away. And what do we have? This is very good. This is the slow but steady card. So I think that really speaks to the energies that we had picked up here. So let me just read to you from the deck what it says here. Slow but steady. Don't rush the situation. More often than not, divine timing and our timing are not the same. When you try to speed up a life experience, a relationship, or even a project, you circumvent necessary experiences or lessons along the way that will contribute to a perfect outcome. Know that wherever you are in this situation, it's the perfect place for you to be. If this is causing you anxiety, perfect. Now you can look within and ask yourself why. What are your fears surrounding this perceived delay in getting to where you want to go? What is the worst that can happen? What is the best that can happen? What if we remove the words best and worst and just let things unfold at their own pace without attaching judgment? So, I think that sums it up pretty nicely, if you ask me. I think there's some decisions coming up, that are going to sort of change your, have a big impact on the rest of your life. And this is a very slow and steady card, which I think is very interesting that this card is called Slow and Steady. So it's really working together. These cards are working together, and I think you just need to again take the time to smell the roses, take the time to appreciate what you have. Don't get too caught up in the hurricane, in the spin of life, and I think it will all work out, slow and steady as she goes. So good luck to you, Aquarius, in the month of February, and we'll see you again in the month of March. All the best.